Want to start creating and selling digital products online but don't know where to begin? I'm going to share with you 10 digital product ideas that you can start from home, and then I'll recommend how you can create them, where to sell them, and then I'll show you some examples. Hi, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Sandra and I talk all about selling digital products online to make passive income. I also love providing you with graphic design tips and tutorials to help you get started. If your goal is to start and grow an online business and brand, subscribe to my channel and hit that bell to be notified when I post a new video every Tuesday. I've been selling art printables, planners, and other digital products on Etsy for a few months now, and it has only inspired me to create and sell digital products on other platforms. I'm currently working on my very first workbook that's going to help other people start their digital product Etsy shop on the right track. So keep an eye out for that. I will let you know when it's available on my brand new website. All right, let's get into the 10 digital product ideas that you can start creating, and then let's validate that they're actually good products. The first idea I have for you is digital templates. These are digital products that buyers can purchase and edit and customize for themselves. Before I get into some specific templates that you can start creating, let's hop onto Etsy and take a look at some niches that you can get into. So on Etsy, I'm just going to go to the search bar here and type in templates, and automatically Etsy is going to populate some keywords and phrases that people are actually searching for. So let's go to templates, social media. I would just browse through these and take a look at some bestsellers and get some ideas of the trends and what people are actually looking for. Now, of course, you don't want to copy, you just want to take inspiration and get some ideas on what's working and then make it your own. So now, without getting too specific, let's just go back to the search bar and type in templates to get some more ideas and do some more research. So instead of just for social media, I'm seeing there are resume templates and cover letter templates that are doing really well. So that's an idea. These are bestsellers. So obviously, resumes and cover letters are coming up a lot. These are digital products you can just create on a Word document. And when you upload it and a buyer purchases it, they're going to get that Word document. They can edit it themselves. You can basically create any of these templates on platforms like Canva, Cordial, or Template. I have some experience with Template because that's what I used to create my wedding invitation templates when I was in the wedding industry. Or like I mentioned, for some options, you can even use Microsoft Word. The second digital product idea is ebooks. Like I mentioned, I'm working on my very first workbook that's going to be available on my brand new website, but another place to sell ebooks is Amazon. It can come in the form of a PDF document, and it doesn't have to be something that teaches people how to do something. It could be about anything you want. It could be a short story. So I'm going to share my screen again and show you how you can find some bestsellers on Amazon, and maybe it'll inspire you on what niche you can get into. Okay, to take a look at some bestsellers on Amazon, I'm going to click on bestsellers over here, and I'm going to go straight to the Kindle store. Click on ebooks. You can take a look at the top 100, but I'm going to get a little bit more specific. And let's say you're in the health and fitness industry. I'll get a little bit more specific and click on nutrition. So if you are within this niche, you can browse through these books that are already performing well, take a look at their reviews, and based on your expertise, you can provide an ebook on this topic and make it your own. Of course, there are so many other niches that you can do your research on right here. There are many platforms that you can create the ebooks, but I suggest Canva, Adobe Illustrator, or Word. Comment below and let me know if you'd like me to do a tutorial on how to create an ebook, and let me know which platform you prefer it on, Canva or Illustrator. All right, number 3 is stock images and mockups. If you love photography or that's a skill that you want to develop, then stock images might be for you. I personally purchase many stock images and mockups on Creative Market, which is one platform that I recommend you sell on. So let's search some examples and get some ideas on the types of photos you can create. All right, so on Creative Market, I'm going to type in, let's say, frame mockup. I could just go through and take a look at some frame mockups to see what they look like and potentially what I could start creating based on color schemes that, I want to go for, what I think looks really beautiful, and what people could use for their digital products. As you can see, a lot of them are offered in bundles, so let's go to this one, for example. So you can see this one is $29 for personal use and $35 for commercial use. And of course, the extended license is much more expensive. This is something that you can offer if you absolutely love photography. So you can just browse through these and just see what other photographers are offering. And I use so many of these to display my artwork that I use for Etsy. Another option you can also do is go back to the search bar and type in, let's say, desk flat lay. So you can get an idea of what stock images people use for, let's say, Instagram or Pinterest. I use a lot of these types of stock images for my pins. So in my opinion, this would be a really fun digital product to get into and offer on platforms like Creative Market. Number 4 is journal or workbook printables. These sell really well on Etsy, and the more specific you can get, the better. I went ahead and did some research on my favorite Etsy keyword search tool, Marmalade, and I found that self-care journals and mindfulness journals are doing really well because there's high engagement and low competition. So once again, let's get some ideas and inspiration from the journals that are performing really well. Let's just type in journal printables in the search bar. You can see there are quite a few bestsellers in this space and many different options in terms of what type of journal. There's a self-care workbook, as I mentioned. There's weight loss journals, reading journal, daily gratitude. So I would just browse through these, consider what I would genuinely enjoy creating, and of course, make it my own. I would use my own colors from my brand, maybe add in a few things that I think are missing in some of these, and basically use these as inspiration. Number 5 is e-courses. I know it can sound super daunting, even to me, but basically you are an expert at something. So think about anything that you can teach to other people that you have experience in. For example, I'm developing a course that will teach people graphic design basics and selling digital products online, as well as growing your online business and presence. Although I would recommend selling your e-course on your own website, Udemy is another platform that you can sell your course on. So let's take a look at this website. So if I want to do some research on Udemy for the types of courses that I would like to create and just validate that they're selling, I would type in a broad keyword like graphic design and see what comes up. So I'm seeing graphic design masterclass, and I would just go in and see what it actually offers. I'm seeing a lot of Photoshop, Illustrator, and that's basically what I would offer because I'm very comfortable with Photoshop and Illustrator. And it's a good way to just see what the instructors are offering in their courses, how much they're charging. So of course, whatever niche you're in, you can just type in a broad keyword up here and just take a look at what's already selling and see what you can teach based on your own expertise. And the 2 platforms that I'm looking into to actually create the course are Thinkific and Teachable. Number 6 is graphics and clip art. So if you are an artist and you want to create your own graphics from scratch, then you can create a bunch of graphics and put it together in a package and sell it as a bundle. You can sell it for personal use or commercial use so that other artists can use your graphics to sell their own digital products as well. Creative Market is a great platform for this, so let's look at some examples. Back on one of my favorite platforms, which is Creative Market, let's say I want to create floral packages. So I'm just going to type in watercolor floral. All of these floral packages are going to pop up just to give you ideas on what other artists are offering, and they're most likely separate PNG files that other artists can purchase and use for their own digital products. So let's look at one as an example. Let's go to this one here. It's $39 for the commercial license, and it gives you an idea of what you get here. You get 45 PNG files. It just breaks down everything that you get, so you can create your own. If you are an artist, you can create your own clip art and package it all for other artists to purchase and use. For creating your own graphics from scratch, I would recommend Adobe Illustrator and Photoshop. Number 7 is a little bit different because it requires custom work, and that is logos and business cards. If you want to start as a freelance graphic designer, you can promote your work on platforms like Instagram, Facebook, and Fiverr. In case you don't know my story, I started off as a freelance graphic designer in the wedding industry, creating wedding invitations, seating charts, and all things wedding stationery. But then when the pandemic hit, the wedding industry obviously died, so I had to pivot, and I started serving small business owners, creating logos and business cards for them. Honestly, I was only using Instagram to promote at the time, and I got consistent clients. To create the logos, I used Adobe Illustrator and Photoshop. Number 8 is printable stickers. So just like the graphics and clip art that you might create from scratch, you can take all those images and put them all together on a digital artboard so that when people go to purchase it, they can print it out and cut them all out as little stickers. Let's look at some examples on Etsy because they sell really well on there. Okay, so let's look for some printable stickers on Etsy. And this is to give you some ideas on what types of graphics you can use and put all together on one sheet to be printed out. So let's go to this one for an example. So this is a bunch of different graphics that you can print out yourself and cut into little stickers. So of course, if you're already creating clip art, you can put it together in one sheet like this so that people can cut it out into little stickers after they've printed it. Okay, we're on number 9, and that is plans or programs. The example I like to use is fitness plans that I have purchased in the past, whether it's a 12-week plan or an 8-week plan. So any plan that you can offer to people that will take them from zero to a transformation would definitely be profitable if it's something that people are looking for. Just like ebooks, you can create these on Canva, Illustrator, or Word, and people can purchase this from you in a PDF format. So yeah, the example I like to use is a meal plan or a workout plan, but there's definitely so many other niches you can get into. It just depends on what you're an expert in and what transformation you can offer people. Okay, last but not least is online coaching. This could be one-on-one or group coaching. So once again, if you are an expert at something, you can offer one-on-one coaching packages for, let's say, 3 months, 6 months, or 12 months. And options of how to offer this is through Zoom calls or Facebook groups. The options for coaching is endless. Again, it depends on what you're an expert in. So there is a digital marketing coach, business coach, mindset coach, fitness coach. Think about your experience and your zone of genius. The great thing about coaching is that it's a higher price point because ultimately it leads to a greater transformation. Those are the 10 product ideas I have for you, but if you would like 20 digital product ideas, make sure to grab my free guide if you haven't already yet. I'll link it in the description box down below. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button and notification bell, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel before you go. Next, I recommend you check out my video on digital downloads that will actually sell on Etsy, as well as ways to make passive income online. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next week. Bye, guys.